No. I know, and I'm on. Okay. Hopefully everything is fixed. Okay, so my recap for last week was 5 videos, 5 live streams, and 5 posts. Whoops. 2.1 thousand people tuned into me. I got 7 new subscribers. They watch the same old videos. There were 12 likes, 9 shares, and 1 comment, and I just lost what I had. Sorry, guys. I don't care about that. Okay, I'm not going to try getting into the other one. It's just too much of a hassle to do on my Chromebook. Today, my nature peeps and fellow YouTube people, we are once again doing How Not to Be Stupid. This time, we're doing How Not to Be Stupid at the Zoo. If you missed the last one, this is filled with a little bit of comedy. Now, you might be thinking, well, how could you possibly feel alive with silly or crazy things from zoos that people do? And I promise you the answer is, have you ever actually watched people at the zoo? And my answer is, all you have to do is get on YouTube or Instagram and look stuff up and you will see. So anyway, well, we're not doing that, right? Because I already said we weren't. So first off, when the sign says, do not feed the animals, do not feed the animals. Okay? It pretty straightforward. Don't do it. Hello, everybody. For those who don't know, I am Nature Guy X46. And that's all you need to know for right now. So yeah, it's really not cool to do that. For a lot of reasons. One, it's human food that you're giving them. And animals should not have human food. Animals that are in zoos have diets that they're on to keep them healthy. And if you give them food, you're giving them stuff that they shouldn't have. They are fed foods by the caregivers, by the zookeepers. So honestly, they don't need your food. Now, on the other hand, if you're in the petting zoo section of the zoo, or if you're in the area where they do giraffe feedings, or something in that regards, yes, absolutely feed the animals, but otherwise, don't do it. Second thing, and as I'm doing this, if you have questions or comments, ask, because that's why I'm here. Do not tap on the glass. Any of it. Don't do it. Reason being, you're either going to wake up a sleeping animal, or you're going to scare the animal, or you're going to tick off the animal. Okay, so just don't do it. Hopefully you all have had a good week. I don't understand what the glitch was about, other than I set it to make sure that people were over the age of 18. So I don't understand why they didn't give you some sort of warning or a choice. I don't know. Something I'm going to have to play with to figure out. So the next thing is read the signs. The zoo staff put those signs up for you to read and get educated, and it might even help answer some of your questions that you might feel you need to ask zookeepers. So that's my hint for today. Read the signs. Fourth thing, don't tease the animals. Now, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. But if you know anything about me, you know that I hate being teased. And I like to bet that the animals don't like being teased too. It can lead to unexpected results. I can tell you one time, I had a cousin who was staring down a silverback gorilla at Lincoln Park Zoo. Now, at Lincoln Park Zoo, the glass is about as thick as my phone is wide. Okay? So it's pretty thick. The gorilla is up there beating its chest at him and decides, oh, you're staring me in the eyes. That is a threat. And the gorilla jumped from where it was standing and smacked the glass. And when I say smacked the glass, it was a full body smack. Now, he wasn't going to break the glass, but it happened. So yeah, leave the animals alone. Don't tease them. Just a hint. Don't tease the animals, part 2. Yes, there are times when teasing the animal could cause it to break glass. It could cause the animal to get hurt, or it could even lead to the animal escaping. So don't do it. Second thing you don't want to do, you don't want to annoy the big cats, because if you're in the wrong zoo, you could get peed on. Yes, I said it. You could get peed on. You guys can hear me okay? I hope. I have read several accounts and have seen it myself where a person got too close to the cage and the animal was annoyed and it sprayed. I mean, they were basically like being in front of a fire hose. Yeah. True story. I watched a little girl got sprayed on, and yeah, they probably went home after that. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Take in the sights. When you go to the zoo, take it in. Just don't rush through it because you don't care about that particular exhibit. Enjoy it. You paid for it. You might as well see everything. Also, if the animal isn't out when you go past it, as you're leaving, go past it again. See if the animal is out. I think I revisit this later on, so we'll come back to it. Second thing, keep yourself and your children off of the barriers and away from the barriers. Have we not learned anything that children and barriers should not be crossed? And the barriers and children aren't always a good mix. So barriers are there to protect you. But if you cross that barrier, you are no longer safe. Period. And it could be too late for your kid if they cross that barrier. Stay on the right side of the barrier, and you won't be arrested. You won't be kicked out of the zoo. You won't have the police called on you. And you won't risk your life or your kids' lives. So stay on the other side of the barrier. And for Pete's sakes, don't go to the zoo when you're drunk. Because I promise you, the lion is not your friend. Okay? It is not your friend. The polar bears are not your friends. The leopard is not your friend. The tigers are not your friend. The zebras are not your friend. None of those animals are your friends. Next thing, throwing things into the enclosures. Okay, apart from kids, hold on to your stuff. Because seriously, if you drop something into the wrong enclosure, there's a good chance it's going to end up in somebody's stomach. Things like, and I'm serious when I say this, all of the items that I'm about to name came out of an animal's stomach. Sunglasses, pacifiers, chapstick, water bottles, and I'm not talking about the plastic variety. I'm talking about the large carrying water bottles, the reusable ones. Rocks, toy cars, bottle caps, money, all have been removed from an animal's stomach. There have been people who have been arrested because they threw something into an enclosure. Imagine throwing something on purpose into an animal's enclosure. The animal eats it, and then the animal dies from a bowel obstruction, all because you decided to throw something into their enclosure. Yeah, don't do it. Any questions up to now? Any comments up to now? If you're new and you can, give the live a thumbs up. That helps more people see me. I really appreciate that. Second, keep your fingers outside of cages. Okay, I shouldn't have to say this, but I do. If you stick your finger into an enclosure and expect not to get bit, I have a sign for you. And it's not a good one. Somebody that's about to block you, be nice. Come on, folks, if you stick your finger into a animal's cage or another body part into an enclosure, you are taking 10 minutes or 5 seconds, dude, or 10 seconds. I told you, I am not playing games. Stick your fingers or other body parts into an enclosure. 10 seconds didn't cure it. The next time it's a kick. If you Stick your fingers in there. I can hear you now. Hey, John Doe, how did you lose your fingers? Oh, I stuck my hand in a cage at the zoo and the animal bit my finger off and ate it. Yeah. So, yeah. And that is not bragging rights, guys. That is your agency gone completely wrong. So, leave your body parts outside of cages because even a zebra can claim your fingers. True story. Entering an exhibit. Again, I have seen people do this, and every time I see it, my brain goes wonky. If you survive that, I pretty much guarantee you're either going to be arrested or you're going to not survive. You're more than likely going to be seriously hurt, if not unalived. I can see it now so clearly in my head. You are standing in front of St. Peter. He looks at you and asks, "How did you die?" You look down at the golden path at your feet. I wanted to play with the kitty. I didn't think it would unalive me. Maybe you should have thought that through a little bit better in your head. Bottom line, guys. And I know this may be a newsflash for some of you, but newsflash. Zoo animals are not pets. They're not even the zookeeper's pets. They are not domesticated. For the most part, there's some farm animals that might be, but even they have teeth. Wild animals, in many cases, are capable of unaliving a person. Don't enter the exhibits. Why are the animals not outside? I want to see the animals. Well, I can tell you why the animals are not outside. In some cases, the animals might be having a medical procedure. They could be having a baby, or have a baby, or how about this one? They might not be outside. In some cases, the animals have a choice if they want to be outside or not. So if it's a really hot day, the animals might be inside. If it's a really cold day, they might be inside. So it just depends on what's going on at the zoo. Now, second thing I want to do, I want to address my voice. Only because it was brought up and I didn't feel like addressing it in front of the person. I am a short person. My voice is high because I'm a short person. And my vocal cords, even though I went through a voice change, my vocal cords are such that I have a high voice. That's what's up. And I am 52, so yeah, I'm probably old enough to be somebody's grandpa. But if you're rude again in my channel, you're going to get a 10-second block, a minute block, and if you come back in after that and it's not fixed, I'm going to report you. There, that's your sign. Enjoy it. And yeah, it can be a little bit rude, I guess. 14, and the last one, probably the most important one ever. If you're at the zoo and your child asks you a question and you don't know it, so you blow it off, no need to do that. There are signs that might answer your question. Read the signs. Or most people have a phone, look it up in your phone. If you still can't find an answer, ask the staff. And most staffs at zoos will be more than happy to answer your questions. It's stupid. There is no such thing as a stupid question. It's stupid not to make use of the information that the zoo puts out for you to use. It's also stupid not to ask a question if you don't have an answer. Now, with that said, do you guys have any questions? Sometimes I read through things really fast. I apologize for that. So I don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure that was a kid. The only way I can stop them from coming in is to put up a sign like that. I'm thinking if you tap on that, you might be able to see it, maybe. And yes, there is usually a sign if the animals are inside, and they could be off exhibit, but it's still a really good idea to maybe come back and double check. Yeah, probably. And they got exactly what I said. They got a 10-second block or timeout, and then they got a minute block. I'm not gonna answer questions that I feel I shouldn't have to answer. Friday's live, I think, is Ice Free Arctic, and it'll be at 7 o'clock. Saturday's live is going to be a game, and I will tell you that it's going to be a game basically focusing on animals. You will be given clues, several clues, and they will be a mix of hard and easy. Animals that you may have heard of, that you may not have heard of. And I will make up tons of them because it's fun to do that. Yes. So it might be something like, I will give you the letters, like the beginning letter and the ending letter. If it's 2 words, you'll get 4 letters, 1 for the beginning. Like it might be A. The first word starts with A and ends with an N, and the second word starts with A and ends with R. And then I will give you a chance to see if you can figure it out. And then I will give you another clue. And I'll say this animal lives in the Everglades. And if you don't get it from that, I will say that this animal sometimes gets into fights with pythons. If you don't get it from that, then you get the final clue. And if you don't get it from that, then it's my point. Yeah, but it's American alligator. Because there's more than one type of alligator. And I might throw both at you. So that's how that works. That's how this game works. Yeah. Only because I could throw both at you, And I won't know until I sit down to make it up. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. But, and it won't be like the ones that I have. And remember, if you haven't seen the announcements, Wednesdays or Tuesdays live is going to be at 3 p.m., not 7. I'm starting that this week. I wasn't going to. Carol, after live, if you're not going straight to bed, I want to do what we did last week. I still have not figured out if I can chat. Would you like to be a moderator, Carol? Yeah, I just figured why wait? It'll be 4 days, 5 days. I gotta edit videos. Basically what I do, keeping the people that aren't being nice out. Of course, I'd have to go through and show you how to do it. And I don't know what's going to happen once I lose my phone. I may have to go back to using the Chromebook. I don't want to. I like doing it on the phone. It's easier. 5 people have answered the poll. That is really cool. Yeah, so basically you just make sure that people aren't doing what they're not supposed to be doing. Like that guy. The only problem with that is I don't know if you see what I see, so I don't want to block people. That's the last thing I want to do. We're only at 28 minutes. I do have let's see. Well, yeah, that's why I asked. Oh, it just shrinks it. Darn it. $441 subscribers. 13.1K and 150. So that's pretty cool. So I wanted to go over really quick, I think, and tell you what videos are coming up for the next cycle. How does that sound? Does that work? Oh, maybe. I don't know how technical or how techy you have to be in order to do it. So this week on the main channel, we are doing lions, or the African lion. On the second channel, we're doing African lion. And there will be 4 shorts going with that. Coming up this week will be red-breasted nuthatch, jewelweed, history of squid, spotted hyena, those are the shorts. Pygmy dwarf elephant, mainly focusing on the Cyprus dwarf. Danger box, so a surprise from the danger box. And what is a marsupial? I do want to stress that for the marsupial video, I will be discussing the private parts of marsupials. So if you don't want to hear that, maybe don't watch the video. And be mature so I don't have to do unkind things. So that is coming up this week. I am doing other lions for the shorts for that. And those will be Thursday and Friday. So there will be 2 shorts Thursday and Friday. Hello. New person, I can't see you. Yes, so I will be covering African lion facts. And then, whoops, I always forget to do that. I always forget when I scroll down. Subspecies African lion, so different subspecies of the lion, including the Asiatic lion. Other lion species, basically focusing on extinct lions at that point. And then we will also be fine-tuning it and looking into the European lion. And I'm thinking at some point I'm going to look at animals that were a part of gladiatorial games. And I think we'll do that. Oh my goodness, sorry. And I don't want to get into what I'm doing for the others because not important. That's sad. Yeah, I don't know how much information I can pull on it. It depends on how much Yeah, so it may be a little bit, try not to make it too gruesome, but looks like there's actually a lot there, so I might be able to pull something together. You know, just a little bit. Um, but there is plenty of information there, so that's probably going to be a thing. I don't know when. Maybe next week. But I do have some very cool ideas. If I can find them. I thought I had. Yeah, I do. So I'm also maybe looking at doing Animals of Egypt. As well as talking about animal mummies. So that might be a thing. Maybe. 37. Why is this live so blue? It's like so dead. I'll be right there. Are you still there?